The Apostle Paul says in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Do you remember back in March 2020 when COVID was all over the place? Well, my wife and I, we ended up being locked down at a place called Mangawhai Heads north of Auckland. Great place. It was actually my sister's place. And immediately I went looking for a garden. I like gardening. This is my hothouse here with stuff ready for the winter crops. But all there was weeds where there should be a garden. So I started to weed this little bit of a garden, and I discovered amongst the weeds a couple of packets of lettuce seeds. Now, they weren't like this here because they'd been in the elements for at least, I don't know, 1 or 2 years just out there. And I thought, will they have any luck in growing? So I put the seeds in some seed trays and put some water on them, and lo and behold, they actually sprouted, and I was able to cultivate a garden and were able to reap a harvest over time. And so as I was considering this journey that we had there at Mangawhai Heads, I think about God's word, which is just an amazing message of hope for these last days. We have a Bible full of seeds, but if it stays in the Bible just like that, it's like a packet of seeds just sitting on the garden, not being opened, not being able to get to the soil. And Jesus told the parable of the sower sowing seeds, and some fell on different kinds of soil, but the ones that fell on good soil, it sprung up and had a harvest. This year, we're going to be spreading seeds all over New Zealand, North and South Island, because we have a program in September, October, November called Unbreakable Hope with Hope Channel and John Bradshaw. And the harvest that we're expecting then will be determined a little bit by the seeds that we sow and the gardening that we do now amongst our neighbours and friends. I'm going to encourage you to pray, continue to pray for your neighbours and friends, because I want to come back to this verse here in Galatians chapter 6:9, which says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Let's not give up in planting seeds for the gospel. Thank you.